So, Michelina's 5 Cheese Ziti. How's Michelina doing? Sadly, she passed away. Could you not use pasta puns for everything? Impostable. No, why? Hey man, it ain't easy being cheesy. Today, I will be reviewing Michelina's 5 Cheese Ziti. Looks like some nice pasta here. Uh, Not a full meal, but looks like a decent dish. So the nutrition, 400 not 420, 240 calories, 8% total fat, 8% saturated fat, not bad. 2% cholesterol, 30% sodium, a little high for 240 calories, 14% for carbs, and then 7 grams of protein. So it's got a little protein, absolutely from the cheese. Looks good. There are the instructions. Vent corner, microwave for 2.5 minutes. Mix pasta sauce together. Recover microwave for 1 minute. Not very long, like 3.5 minutes, so like 4 minutes considering the stir. It does have a stir phase, which is slightly annoying, but it is what it is. Let's open the side. It is gonna be damp because I already see a whole bunch of ice. This is what it looks like. Let's see if I can show you the ice. Maybe you can see the ice. Anyway, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go cook this up. Be back in like 5-6 minutes. Probably longer than that, but we'll see. I have returned. This is how it turned out. Looks like normal pasta. Pretty decent. Here's the box. Get rid of the glare. Maybe the box pasta is slightly bigger, but otherwise looks perfectly fine. Here we've got it, the finished product. Looks pretty good. The pasta sort of lightly covered in the tomato sauce, and there's a bunch of different cheeses around. That's without further ado, it is a lot cheesier than I thought it would be. It doesn't look particularly cheesy, but it definitely tastes cheesy. I think probably the strongest cheese is Parmesan. That's the strongest sort of taste I'm getting right now. Yeah, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the strongest taste. The tomato sauce is just a typical pasta tomato sauce. Really nothing special about it. It's fine. It tastes like what you would expect. It is slightly watery. Yeah. Yeah, it is slightly watery. It makes the pasta a little slippery. The pasta's fine. It's normal. What was it, ziti or whatever? Overall decent. Aside from that, though, there isn't really much going on in this bad boy. It does taste a lot cheesier than it looks, though. I think maybe some of the cheese is inside the pasta and inside the little tubes, but it doesn't have like a cheesy texture that much. Like sometimes there's a rich, creamy texture with cheese. This doesn't really have that. It's just sort of the watery tomato sauce texture. That's pretty watery for tomato sauce. There's a little bit of the cheese texture, but it really slightly. Overall though, I think this is pretty good. In terms of as a microwave meal, I think this gets a 7. It's pretty decent for what it does, but it is literally just pasta. Probably gonna want a little bit of something else with your meal, but for what it is, pretty good. I'd say just considering that it's just a pasta dish, I'd probably give it an 8, but I'm bumping it down to a 7 because I'm rating it as a microwave meal and it doesn't really do meal. The pasta and tomato sauce are fine if a little watery on the tomato sauce. The cheese is cheesy. Probably Parmesan is the one I taste the most. And it's a lot cheesier than it looks. Like, this doesn't look particularly cheesy, but it's definitely cheesy. It doesn't really have a cheese texture, though. Overall, yeah, this gets a 7. I think it's good for what it is, but it is just a single pasta dish. There's not that much, but what you do get is good. Anyway, I guess that's it for this one. Probably a little shorter because it's literally just pasta. Yeah, thank you for watching. See ya. Welcome to the outro. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. In this video, I thought I'd show a little bit of my YouTube analytics, just because I haven't done that in a while, and I think it's kind of neat to do, even though not much has changed. So here we're at the dashboard. Let's head over to the analytics page. These being green is kind of a lie. If you look at data for over the last year, you can see it sort of came up, spiked here, and now it's sort of going down. That's okay. Something interesting though is that my top videos for views and watch time over the past 28 days have all been older videos. So the DiGiorno 4-cheese traditional crust review on the macaroni and cheese have both been dominant at the top here for a very long time, which is really kind of strange. I don't know why. And then everything else, there's like the latest one in the top 10 is from February. If we go to reach here, you can see impression click-through rate of 7%, which I think is actually not bad. Impressions are down, which explains lower views and watch time. This is kind of interesting. I don't know what these playlists are. Serotonin Boost, Lesso Depresso, God of Insanity. I assume YouTube is just throwing me in some generated ones. And over here in the audience section, we've got the demographic info. Like a huge amount of my views come from, and watch time comes from unsubscribed people. A top geography, United States, obviously. Why is US Virgin Islands not included in the United States? Because it should be. Everybody's from the US except if you aren't, and then YouTube doesn't know. Age, 18 to 34, skewing a bit older, which is quite interesting because that's basically my demographic. And then female to male ratio, not that bad actually. I'm surprised it's as close to 50-50 as it is. Anyway, that's a quick overview of my analytics. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. Thank you for watching. See ya.